points I want to make sure we make before we move into more of the details of the those categories, those 4 category offerings that I provided. First, of course, one that that I've said multiple times, services provided on currently the Verizon, Sprint, and AT&T network. We do anticipating adding the 4th network, and that should be coming in the next few quarters. But for now, our customers are certainly satisfied with the solutions that are available. And again, that's single source. Whether you need to order a Verizon device, an AT&T device, a Sprint device, it's one phone call, it's one dedicated operations team, a dedicated new client services representative that's part of that transition process when we go through the transition process. We're very much an operations-based organizations, and that's really where we see are some of our key advantages, and our customers tend to agree very much with those statements. Some of our customers still do use pool plans, and that's an important point that I want to make sure we take away from this slide. Pool plans typically are in environments where you have a lot of voice users, for example, like feature phones out in the field. Customers buy typically a pool of minutes or maybe a pool of text, of course a pool of data as well. When it comes to the minutes component, I want to just point towards about halfway down the slide, free mobile to any mobile calling. That's actually a very important concept from a savings perspective, because what that means is once you're provisioned on MetTel's services, regardless of whether the underlying device and network is Verizon, Sprint, or AT&T, any call made to any other mobile device does not get deducted from your pool. So what that typically means for our customers is 30 days or 60 days after we onboard the customer, we're going to go back and revisit the pool that's available, and we're going to start to deduct it. So those customers typically see additional savings beyond that 15 to 20% mark that I mentioned earlier, and in some cases up to 40% savings off their current spend just by eliminating that mobile to any mobile. And mobile to any mobile in this case, just for clarification, doesn't just mean mobile to any other mobile device within your organization or within the same network. It means calling any other mobile phone in the domestic US, could even be a prepaid phone. Those calls do not get deducted from your available pool of minutes. There are some soft cost savings. It's always important to point out when we talked about mobile device management, that's essentially the way I always describe mobile device management. Think of it as a BlackBerry enterprise server, but for any operating system. It could be for iPhone, Android, Windows Mobile, Symbian. They're all covered and managed under mobile device management, which typically means you can move away from BlackBerries if you're still tied to BlackBerries just from a security element perspective. You can move away from BlackBerry and therefore get some additional soft cost savings by decommissioning that BlackBerry enterprise server. Of course, MetTel does also support BlackBerry devices. We have many BlackBerry devices out in the field. We do work with BlackBerry enterprise servers, but we do like to provide that option to our customers, again, to give them the most amount of flexibility we can as the overall offering. Another soft cost saving we have seen with some deployments is companies that use GPS to track assets out in the field. It's typically field vehicles given to maintenance employees or construction-based employees. Mobile device management does have a GPS component embedded, utilizing the GPS of your device and then mapping it to the mobile device management portal. And in some cases, we've seen customers actually eliminate the GPS asset tracking subscription they had in place in order to take advantage of some additional savings there.